What's going on, folks? You're here chilling with the real Satoshi Aoki, and in today's video I want to talk to you a little bit about Bonk. I know I've made a couple videos about it. I did a live stream about it the other night, talking to you about how I was making money on Orca Finance to buy grand size lattes off Starbucks. But folks, with all seriousness, all jokes aside, this is just a hugely risky play. It very well could be a scam. I'm going to talk about the things you do need to be aware of, and really the first thing I need to say is do not buy Bonk. I am not telling you to buy Bonk. Absolutely not. I am personally invested in Bonk. I think, give or take, I've got roughly between maybe $900 to $1,000 worth of Bonk at the moment. But I actually did get a lot of that airdropped, and I only bought in around 125 US dollars worth of Bonk myself. So I've taken a small amount of risk there myself. And really, in a nutshell, I just want to be crystal clear. It is a degen move. I've taken the risk to hold that money in Bonk with the idea that there could be some chance that it takes even a 10, 20, 30% market cap of Shib if it does come out the other end successful. I mean, what do I genuinely think the chances are of it actually reaching that kind of market cap? Definitely less than 50%, guys. All right, there's a lot of FUD in the community, a lot of noise, but again, it's kind of a double-edged sword because, I mean, let's just think about it for a second. Dogecoin, Shib, how did they start? They're memes, guys. They're built on FUD. They're built on the idea that they're probably a scam. They're built on uneducated investors in the market taking bets. They're built on people just posting meme pictures, having fun on Twitter, Reddit, Discord, YouTube, whatever social media channel you want to get on, and just taking the absolute piss. That is the core real integrity of what a meme coin is, okay? So no one can tell me for sure out there that this is definitely just going to be a pump and dump, even despite the current market conditions and what the price is at the moment, and telling me that there's just no chance of it returning. Even if it was intended to be a scam from the start, it doesn't necessarily mean that the community can't just come in and inflate the price. Okay, so that's something you got to be aware of. Now that I've given you a little bit of introductory context to kind of what I'm talking about there, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my strategy. And again, I'm not telling you to do this, but this is how I'm currently making some pretty nice gains off Orca, guys. Orca, for those of you that don't know, it's a Solana-based decentralized exchange. I think for the last week, it's actually done roughly almost the same amount of volume that Ethereum had done. I think it was across maybe 2 or 3 days it matched Ethereum. Alrighty, guys, so take a look at this. In terms of 24-hour fees, we've got Solana in position 5 at $30,842 US dollars. I believe Orca is going to be responsible for a fair amount of that, with the current total volume for the 24 hours of 175.99 million and a TVL, which is total value locked, of 228.79 million US dollars. And then, as you can see there, if we actually dive into Solana, Orca is in position 2 there on the Solana blockchain with a 20% plus 7-day change, and again that 36.19 million TVL. Alright, so again, guys, this is not me making a video trying to shill Bonk or anything like that. I'm very aware that the chances of it getting anywhere near a Shib or a Doge are pretty unlikely, but I felt that given the amount of social media presence, given that Forbes are talking about them, given that Altcoin Daily are talking about them, given the fact that there is just so much FUD from influencers all over Twitter just calling the bottom, which is, it's pretty much almost at the bottom now, and it may never recover. That's the honest truth. But this could be a catalyst for, why it could actually make another move to the upside, okay? On the counter argument, the big question really is, how strong is the Sol community for one? And if they are strong enough in the Solana community, particularly in the NFT community, are they willing to band together and just buy the dip, buy Bonk for no reason other than just to have a laugh and try and inflate that price to try and put all of those fudders to shame? It's a war between the two guys, and I know I'm holding Bonk, but I am trying to come at you as unbiasedly as possible. So really here on Orca, it's kind of a little bit less about holding so much Bonk and more about utilizing this Bonk pump and utilizing the current APRs that you can actually get, which are absolutely absolutely insane. So as you can see here, this is actually my portfolio that I do have here. Okay, so I've got a little bit over 3K on here, and I've got different pools that have been set up. So one thing I would say is that you may have to rebalance these pools. So for example, if we get a lot of volatility, for example, if the bonk price does another 100% pump, if that does ever happen again, more than likely, we're going to have to reset these pools. Okay, so that's something you do need to be aware of. It is on Solana, so the fees are pretty much non-existent, which is fantastic, and it's extremely fast. And in terms of the UI, again, I'm not sponsored by Bonk or Orca or anything like that, but I have used a lot of decentralized exchanges before, and the user interface for Orca is arguably one of the best. And when you actually go ahead and go and create one of these pools, it actually creates a Whirlpool NFT that has imagery, which you can actually access from your Phantom wallet, assuming that you are using your Phantom wallet. That's the one that I like to use. And you can actually transfer that NFT to maybe, I don't know, a friend or your wife or something like that. And that will also then transfer the actual pool that you've got set up. So I thought that was pretty interesting as well. So let's just take a quick look here. So the first pool is Bonk USDC. The second one's Bonk USDC. The fourth one here is also Bonk USDC. So they're all just 4 separate pools that I've set up at 4 different times now. Again, you've got your pending yields here. Okay, got $18 there, $8 there. That gets updated in real time. And what I want to show you here is the balance. So for example here, guys, see this here. So this isn't a 50-50 split in terms of the bonk versus the USDC. As you can see here, I got $1,309 in USDC and $739 in bonk. Okay, if we scroll down to this 916 balance pool here, 327 in bonk, 589 in USDC. Okay, so I'm more heavy on the USDC side because I'm fully aware that, you know, bonk could easily just stay where it is now, keep going lower, go to 0 and never come back. But even if that does happen, I'm actually a little bit up from where I entered, even with my bonk, and even, you know, bonk being where it is now in the actual market. Then this is actually a pool that I really like. Okay, paying 83.5% APR, Sol USDC. Okay, pretty good. Okay, I personally think that Sol has a pretty good chance, at least a 50% chance of, you know, not dying out and making a comeback at some point. Oh, and I forgot to mention, guys, 999% APRs. Absolutely insane. Okay, absolutely ridiculous. Also, folks, let me know in the comments and give me a thumbs up if you want to see me do some more live streaming about this in real time. I actually did one, which I did mention. I want to do some more, but I'm just so tired when it comes to the evenings. But if enough of you want me to do it and ask me to do it, then I'm more than happy to get on the live streams and do that. And then I've got a Sol USDC at the bottom, which is just for $75. That's the same one there, paying 83.5% APR. What's also really cool here on the left-hand side is you can actually see your tokens. So these are the tokens I've actually got in my Phantom wallet here. And for those of you that are wondering, okay, Satoshi, that's great in terms of like the pending yield and everything like that, but surely there's lockups. Surely you can't just take it out and use it right away. Well, you absolutely can. There are no lockups, guys. I've been through this entire process and actually moved money that I've made from this pending yield right here onto my card, and then actually, well, into a position where I could actually transfer it to my bank. Okay, so it's very easy. Again, it's on Sol, it's cheap, virtually no fees, and you can do it. So basically, I can have that $27 right now into my bank, probably in about 3 minutes. Alrighty, folks, so I'm looking at the Bonk USD to Tether Huobi chart here, okay, on TradingView. Just got the free service going on here. Again, not sponsored by TradingView. Now, there are a couple of breakdowns, okay, in the price recently over the last 24 hours, and it's led to quite a decrease, okay, in the price of Bonk. If we actually go along here, again, I'm just going to hit refresh again to make sure that that is the most relevant data according to CoinGecko. As you can see here, 32.9% down for the last 24 hours. And if we scroll down here, for the 7 days, Bonk's still up 1,773.8%. Okay, so if you got airdropped early, if you got in 7 days ago, you're still up a lot, okay? Yes, we're down 32.9, last hour 3.6 up. One fairly important factor that I want to draw your attention to here is that for the last hour, we've had 5,347 tweets for Bonk Inu. Now, that has increased. I think it was about 3,000 yesterday, maybe 2,000 the day before. One thing I will also say about that you need to be aware of is that a lot of these tweets are scammers, bots, and a lot of people that maybe are real but just trying to take advantage of the community through scams or random giveaways or just other meme coins, okay? But that still doesn't take away from the fact that that is kind of what the core essence of meme coins are. But that is essentially, again, what the point of a meme coin is. It's not serious. Anyone trying to trade this seriously, anyone trying to take this seriously or think of it as anything other than just a ridiculous gamble on the hope that it might do a Shib is, in my mind, practically insane, okay? There's nothing logical about this at all, especially when you get tweets like this coming out. This is typically what you can expect from this fellow here, Nate Alex. Is this a banger, okay? Making fun, right? So let's click in and have a look at the chart. He's got the bonk dog, bonk, on the price here after that 200% pump, and then there it is. So it's the pump going up and the bonk into the dump, all right? Do we stay here? Do we go lower? Do we go up? I am not here to speculate on that. I'm holding, but I'm not telling you what's going to happen because I have no idea what's going to happen. This is also a major consideration for those of you that are even thinking about investing. A Solana dog so-and-so coin called Bonk is up 900% the past week. Do not FOMO, guys. The top 20 holders own 50% of the supply. This can actually be confirmed on the blockchain, and yeah, this kind of goes against what they were about, okay? Giving the community a fair run. I know that 50% supposedly did get airdropped to the community, and they also recently did a burn. But guys, you know, this may have differed slightly because it was from 2 days ago, but this is not good. Top 20 holders own 50%. This basically means that if it was to pump another, say, 100%, then a large amount of the supply could be dropped by few. That's going to cause huge volatility. But again, the counter argument to that is, this is not meant to be a serious project, all right? This is a joke coin. It is a meme coin. It is normal that it's going to have maybe some tokenomics that people don't agree with or don't like. They're not trying to do anything serious. Don't forget that, all right? So if you're investing from that standpoint, then Bonk isn't for you. Stay away, go invest in something else or nothing at all. Also, as you can see here, guys, and it's not just here, it's all over Twitter as well, right? Got to be careful. There are going to be a lot of people that I did mention before that are going to try and scam you. They're going to try and sell you just rubbish coins to your Phantom wallet. Don't go signing dodgy transactions or any madness or anything like that, or get sucked into random airdrops or anything like that, okay? If you got airdrops and bonk, check it on the blockchain and be careful. And I would say if you are someone that's silly enough to even think about accepting these random sort of airdrops or clicking into links, doing these giveaways and things like that, set up a different Phantom burner wallet entirely. Do not have it connected to a wallet that you use as your main wallet to store sort of high value Solana NFTs, for example. So this is the official Bonk Twitter here. As you can see, 81.2k followers and growing strong. They're growing at a rate of maybe 10 to 12,000 followers a day, okay? So when all things are said and done, the followers aren't dropping. People are interested in the story no matter what they really say. This tweet here, which is their pinned tweet from 18 hours ago, says, Bonk represents the best of Solana. Our community is working together across the ecosystem to make positive change for all of us. The 5 trillion Bonk tokens allocated to the team have been burned. So there are burning capabilities. This, I think, is a positive overall. So folks, it's really hard to say exactly what's going to happen with Bonk going forward. I'm not saying whether I think it's going to go up or down. Again, like I've said a couple times, I'm just holding. I'm here for the ride. I'm here to see what happens, create a bit of content, give you guys a bit of information from the way that I see things, okay? Doesn't mean that I have all the answers, but this is just kind of my point of view, given where we are at with the price of Bonk at the moment. And, you know, this could be it. But if you enjoyed this video, like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bells on. Let me know if you bought Bonk, if you sold, where you're at, if you like it, you hate it, and pay attention to my channel. I'll be doing some regular live streams anyway, whether it's about Bonk or something else. Crypto.com one's on Sunday, and we'll catch you in the next video. Cheers. Bonk.